The state of Georgia requires its pre-kindergarten or pre-K classrooms to have multicultural representation. Some consider this an undue burden on teachers and a misuse of resources. A multicultural classroom is important in the United States because it exposes American children to elements of other cultures, helps children from other cultures feel more at ease and able to learn, and models the importance of embracing and celebrating diverse cultures. A multicultural classroom not only exposes American children to other cultures, it also makes them curious and inquisitive about other cultures. Allison Levy, in her paper, Culture in the Classroom, shares about an experience she had while teaching the Kenya class after years of teaching the Japan class. She decided to read a book about the animals in Africa and first read aloud the author's name. The children recognized that the author's name sounded Japanese. Together, they discovered that the author was from Tokyo. Not only did the children remember that Tokyo is the capital of Japan, they were amazed that someone from Tokyo was writing about the animals in Africa. Another aspect of the multicultural classroom is understanding the learning patterns of children from other cultures. This is critical to making those children feel at ease and able to learn. For example, an Israeli child is taught to openly criticize the teacher if they believe the teacher is incorrect. An American teacher could be insulted by an Israeli student and insist that child not be rude. If the teacher knows that the behavior is cultural, it could be addressed without discomfort to the child and possibly affecting the child's ability to learn. Essential to teaching all children is also addressing the issue of non-English speaking students. Larry Fish, in his paper Building Blocks, the First Steps of Creating a Multicultural Classroom, states, a teacher who tries to learn the native tongue of his or her students, if only a word or two, will convey respect for the culture of his or her students and increase their potentially suffering self-esteem. Last year, one of my students entered the classroom not speaking one word of English. I used some phrases I knew in his language to make him feel comfortable. I also took items he was interested in during play and taught him how to say the names in English. He would frequently make attempts to speak to me in English, whereas with the other teacher, it took him weeks longer to make the attempt. A multicultural classroom models the importance of celebrating and embracing diverse cultures. The 2000 census when compared to the 1990 census showed that many minority populations were on the rise. The Hispanic population had the largest growth with 57.9%. For all of these children to learn, they must be respected and accepted. Furthermore, James Banks, head of the University of Washington's Center for Multicultural Education, stated that students must be encouraged to develop their own cultural identity before they can move on to national and global citizenship. For all of these growing nationalities to be truly integrated into American culture, we must embrace and celebrate theirs. Fortunately, incorporating other cultures into the classroom is not costly or difficult. I have a poster here with some pictures that I took from my classroom. This first picture is a collage of magazine cutouts that represents various ages and races. The second picture is a Spanish first words poster, which we purchased for about $1. This third picture is a picture of the cash register and home living. I had some Russian money, and I put that in the cash register. This last picture is a sample of some of the books from our reading center. In conclusion, I agree with Larry Fish. This is a colorful world. Let us, the future teachers, make sure that we paint our classroom with these colors every single day. Questions?
Have you found that children in your classroom are interested in other cultures?
They are interested in other cultures. In fact, when I brought the money in to put into the cash register, they wanted to touch it and feel it and know everything about it. And I also shared with them about my experience in Russia, and it was so quiet, you could hear a pin drop.
How does the time you spend with a child that does not speak English affect the education of the English-speaking children?
In our classroom, it has little to no effect. Most of the one-on-one teaching with the non-English speaking students would be done during small group, and we have 4 groups two teachers. One teacher works with one small group, another teacher's with another small group, and then two groups are working independently, and the teachers rotate around the groups. So it really doesn't affect the other students.
Is speaking another language necessary for the teacher in a multicultural classroom?
It is not necessary, but as Larry Fish stated, it does go a long way to help those students learn, to make them feel more at ease and comfortable. And just by speaking a word or two, I have Hispanic, Russian, and Arabic students in my class this year, and I've learned a couple of Arabic words, and it's really helped my relationship with the parent. Thank you.